try this again. So 100 million views, Bieber and One Direction performing at the same time in a rap battle. How you doing? All right, number one here. Fill in the blanks and solve the inequalities. This is one part you have to know how to do math. One part you need to have enough common sense to work backwards through it. So we need to know what to do in this step, but we know that we're going to end up with negative 1x on the left. So what can we do here? So we need to minus 3x. Very good. It's minus 3x from both sides. Yeah. Okay, I know. So that'll cancel out, so we're going to get negative 1x is less than or equal to 8. Okie dokie. So we divide both sides by negative 1 to get rid of the negative, because we don't care what negative x is, we want to know x. So 8 divided by negative 1 is negative 8. Since we divide by a negative, we flip the sign. I'm very glad we all remember that stuff. And that's it. All right, second one doesn't give us hints on this first step, but what do we know we're going to have to do first? Distribute. So we say negative 2 times 3y. And then negative 2 times negative 7. Positive 14. Very good. All right. Then we're going to need to do something on both sides, and we're going to end up with 14y on the left. So we're going to have to plus 6y. I said plus 6y. Add 6y. Children. So this will cancel out, so we're going to get 14y is greater than 14. Hopefully we can recognize what the answer is just from looking at that. What are we going to have to do to both sides to get that? Divide them by 14. And we get y is greater than uno. And I'll leave number 3 for you to do because that one looks pretty fun. All right. Okay, 4 and 5. Hey, 4 and 5 are the same thing, except you have to do your own steps, and then you just have to graph them. Okay, that's not so bad. This one is it's new and old all at the same time. We did problems like this with equations. So we said something like, if you have 2x plus 1 equals 2x, right? And then we tried to get x. We want to combine the x's, so what do we have to do? So we would minus 2x from both sides, and then what ended up happening? We ended up canceling out all the x's, so all we were left with was 1 equals 0. And then once we got there, we said if the statement was false, the answer was what? No solution. So in this case, does 1 equal 0? No. So it doesn't matter what x is. This will never work. So we said this was no solution. So we would say that 1 does not equal 0. All right? But if the case was, say it worked out to 1 equals 1, then the answer is all real numbers. Well, do you think that same situation happens with inequalities? You'd probably say, yeah, duh, why else would we remind us of that? Why else would you? I don't know. You know what I was going for. So of course she does. So we look at our first one. There's not even any variables. It says 10 is less than negative 2. Is that a true statement? No. So the answer is no solution. Or in this case, we're going to call it a contradiction, which still means no solution. because there's no possible values of 10 being less than negative 2. All right, number 7, we want to combine our a's, so what are we going to have to do with both of those? We're going to have to subtract a from both sides. Good. So this is going to cancel out, that's going to cancel out. We're going to be left with negative 7 is less than or equal to 0. Is that statement true? No. Is negative 7 less than 0? Yes. Yeah, all the negative numbers are less than 0. So then this would be called this an.
Well, how would it be?
It wouldn't be, but it's still less than. Because that symbol means less than or equal to, not less than and equal to. So it can be either or. So no matter what a is, you could put in any value of a, and that statement would be true. If you don't believe me, go try it. Go ahead. I'll wait. All right. And I'll let you do number 8. Aww. And then 2 word problems, and we'll say these count for 80% of your grade. So make sure you get those 2 right. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, word problems, I'm just going to guess. Nobody even looks at those. And then Ian says he hates word problems, so we need to practice. You love word problems? Okay, let's find some more. Oh, you hate them? So we need to practice some more. We love them too much? Oh, we don't want to get tired of them, right? Okay. Good thinking. So let's just do these 2. All right, remember, like, comment, subscribe. 100 million views.